60 days into your 90-day challenge.
Yep.
So tell me what you're feeling thus far. So we're down what, 52 pounds?
52 pounds.
That's awesome.
So
Dude.
far.
Give me five
Awesome.
out. It's awesome.
Yep.
And we're here looking at the racquetball court. All right, about delusions of grandeur, right? Well, what's to come, maybe?
Yeah, we'll get in there.
So tell me your experience so far, what you think, what you feel. You know?
And like, I'm very skeptical with anything in life.
Yeah.
And I've seen all the results online, and you can, if somebody's selling a product, then they're going to show you everything that's good about that product and stuff.
Yeah.
And so you never know until you try it for yourself. But when I did that first week and I dropped 24 pounds that first week, I was like, man, this stuff works. Okay, this is the real deal. And I just.
And just for people that aren't sure, like what you're doing, or what was your first week? What did it consist of?
First week, I ordered my balance kit and I got it in, and I got up the first morning and I'm looking at all this stuff and getting ready to mix it up, and I mixed that first shake with the banana pouch that comes with it.
Yeah.
Because it said energy. I was like, okay, I could use some energy this morning. I'm gonna do my first workout in forever. So I mixed that shake up and I looked at it and sniffed it, and I drank the first shake, man, and it was delicious, and like right away I just had this surge of energy, but it wasn't jittery, and that was fantastic, because so many things that give you energy make you feel all jittery and just like
what takes you up most of the time takes you back down too.
And it wasn't like that at all. It was just like I had this I wanted to go outside and do stuff, so I started working out that first week, and I got in the swing of the shakes and doing what I was supposed to do with all that, and it was just like I felt so much better immediately.
Wow.
When I first started, I could go to the mailbox and back, and I had to sit down and take a break. I mean, I was that out of shape. A shower was a workout.
Yeah.
It was that bad, and to go from that day one to yesterday walking 2 miles and then jogging that evening.
Wow.
And then being active all day in between, and then I went jogging this morning, and my wife, that me and her got done jogging, she looked at her, she's like, wow, so I'm really proud of you. She said, 3 months ago you'd go to the mailbox and be breathing the way you are now after jogging up the road and back.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it works. It does what it's supposed to do, and I'm just really looking forward to this time next year when I know I won't look anything like I do now.
Right. This is so cool. Now I know you probably tried to lose weight before, right?
Oh yeah.
Now how would you say this differs from your experiences with some of those different weight loss programs? Not that ours is better or worse. We just say it's just different.
Right. It is different. It's completely different. It's game changing. It's life changing. I tried so many other programs. I did Atkins. I did some kind of soup diet. I did Gateway program at Anatomies. I tried, and that's why at that point I'd pretty much given up. I'd come to terms with the fact that I was going to be over 600 pounds the rest of my life, probably die in a few years. I mean, that's it's the harsh facts of it. I had even already looked into my funeral arrangements and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. I was just like, well, nothing's gonna work. I'm just, genetics or whatever. I'm gonna make my excuse that day.
Maybe God just wanted you to be, a martyr or something, or
Right. So I'm like, there's got to be a reason none of this stuff is working, and so, I mean, none of the other stuff worked. The Atkins diet, I lost a few pounds, but it's so hard to stick to. You have no motivation. You have no support team. And that's the biggest thing with ViSalus is the support.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in touch with so many people that don't know me other than through ViSalus that are just the most encouraging. And
yeah, I noticed you got like 60 or 70 comments every time you post on your challenge.com. I was like, that's amazing.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying.
That's just social media. That's people that maybe you never actually have ever met, kneecap to kneecap. But you're meeting them and they're encouraging you online.
That support makes all the difference in the world. Every week when I post my new weight and I post my updates and my new pictures and stuff, having all those people telling me, how great I'm doing, and all that makes all the difference. It makes you want to stick with it.
Absolutely.
It's different when you're just doing it yourself and you're like, oh, I lost 5 pounds this week. Good job, me. you going about yourself. But when you do that and you have 200 and 300 people telling you, hey, great job, you're doing good, getting behind you, and people you don't even know supporting you, then that's what makes the difference. And I think that's the big difference with Vi.
It really is inspiring, isn't it?
I don't know any other program where you have that level of support from everyone involved.
Right. So for the people that say it's just shakes and that's it.
It's not. It's the shakes are a tool to get your body going, but then the support, the people behind the shakes, is what keeps you motivated. 'Cause if you're not motivated, you're not going to do it.
Right.
That's why none of those other programs work for me.
That's right.
That's why they haven't worked for anybody else that's failed out. It's not that the program itself doesn't work. It's you got to want to do it.
Right.
You've got to have that motivation. You've got to have that support, and that's what Vi gives me.
That's awesome.
Jimmy, we were looking at your workouts right here, and you got an app on your phone that you're using. What's the app on your phone you're using?
It's called Map My Walk.
Map My Walk.
Yeah.
And so you started on, what was the date we started on?
9/18 was the day I started using the app.
Okay. Bring that a little closer, let me see. So we're looking at,
It starts at the bottom and goes up.
Literally a quarter of a mile on
0.23
9/18.
miles. Yep. Gotta love apps. Yeah, 0.23 miles was my first.
Wow.
On
And then
9/18.
That's literally like a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, just under, and I was exhausted, but
Okay.
you know.
So you kind of started just creeping into it a little bit.
Right,
And then
you know.
scroll down so we can see as the weeks went on, you started getting a little further, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, boom, you jumped to a mile.
Yep, got a mile right there. First mile I did was on 9:30.
Wow.
And then it progresses. You start seeing the mile just about every time there.
Now, for guys that are, that are bigger, say, if you're over 400 pounds, it's a lot of weight on your body. I know you've seen a doctor about your knee, right? Tell me a little bit about your knee.
I hurt my knee about 12 years ago playing football in PE. It wasn't even football. But I didn't do what I was supposed to do with it then, and it's kind of been a pain all my life. Well, I saw a doctor a couple months before I started the ViSalus program, and he said that my meniscus is torn all the way across, and most of the cartilage is gone. So that's my biggest challenge with the walks is it likes to pop out of place. It gets pretty sore, but at 560 to 600 pounds, I'm still pushing a mile, 2 mile walks with almost no cartilage in the right knee. So.
Dude, that's amazing.
There's
Now,
really
you guys hit a milestone this week, too. Are you going further than you've ever gone
Yeah,
before?
this week, this past Wednesday, I got up and I was like, my sister lives close by. She lives a mile and a half away from my house, and my nieces had surgery the day before, and I was like, what better challenge than to walk and go see my nieces? So I did a mile and a half to her house. She wasn't home. I didn't call before I went,
so she can't give you a ride back.
yeah, so I was like, well, got to make it home now. So I chilled out at her house for a few minutes, caught my breath, and headed back. So I made that 3 miles. So I guess next time I'll call ahead. And then yesterday, me and my walking group, a couple of members over here, we did 2 miles yesterday, and then everybody else pretty much got busy for the day. So I did a little jogging on my own yesterday evening. But my walking group's a big motivation. They help push me and help make the walks a little easier.
And then your goal, our goal is 80 pounds.
80 pounds by December the 3rd.
So we have about 30 days left, a little less than 30 days left.
Yeah.
And so you're pushing hard, and I really strongly believe you're going to win the 9-day challenge.
I'm going to crush it.
You're going to crush it.
I'm gonna crush it.
So we're going to smoke 80 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm really proud of you, man. And
Oh, man, I appreciate it. I wish I'd have started 2 years ago when you first called me.
now I kind of harassed you a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, you came to me, you told me about the challenge, and I don't have the money, and I can't afford to do it, I don't have the time to do it, and I'd see you again a month or so later, and you're like, come on, man, I know you can do it, it'll save you money in the long run, and I'm like, no, that's not true, it's a sales pitch, whatever. And after about 2 years back and forth, I finally told you you lay it out, show me how it's going to save me money, and you did. You crunched the numbers, you sent it to me, and I was like, all right, well, sign me up. All right, you showed me the hard evidence. Let's do it.
That's awesome, man. And then, guys, this is Tiffany Murry, Jimmy's wife. Jimmy, I know that your wife has been a huge support just from what you said.
Oh, yeah.
Tiffany, tell us a little bit about what you've seen over this last 60 days with Jimmy and watching him, and your thoughts kind of going in, maybe your fears, you know, of maybe this might not work again, and him being devastated. Did you have any of that?
Yeah, like, I really did. I was worried it wasn't going to work because, I mean, he's tried a bunch of different stuff. And before this, you know, you tried that thing at the Gateway thing. You're not trying any names or anything, but, you know, that didn't work. And all they wanted was more money, but didn't do anything. So, of course, I was worried about that. But no, I'm so happy with this. He has so much more energy and just so much energetic and just, he's really happy. I'm just really, really proud of him.
That is so
awesome.
Now, how have his habits changed just in general, like eating choices, maybe going out to eat? I mean, is he making different choices?
Oh, yeah. Like, you know, he's eating a lot more vegetables because you can't tell, but this man's a picky eater. He really is. Like, you know, he was a picky eater. Now he's eating, like, all kind of veggies. You know, I put him in the oven with some olive oil and he eats them. And when we go out, he gets a salad, you know, with like a grilled chicken salad or something, and he's just doing awesome. He's just really motivated and stuff.
Now, I know, Tiffany, too, you haven't necessarily been an innocent bystander in all this. You've actually developed some new habits of your own. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I've cut out soft drinks. You know, that's a big no-no.
Good job.
And, you know, like, I'm rationing my food. Like, I like Cheetos. That's my guilty pleasure. I love my Cheetos. But I put them in my Ziploc bags, and, you know, I eat them and, you know, just watch them when I eat and stuff, and definitely walking and exercising with him. So.
And have you seen some success with that? Like,
yeah, I've lost 20 pounds. So.
What?
Yes.
That is awesome. So y'all are doing the husband and wife combo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That is so neat. That is so neat. Well, congratulations on all your success, and also happy birthday.
Thank you.
So I hope you have a wonderful, are you 21?
I wish. 26.
26. All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and y'all go enjoy the rest of your day, and I appreciate y'all taking the time to come and visit with me and be on camera.
Thanks, bud. We appreciate the support.
You're welcome, man.